Good day, good day. Welcome everyone. Have you ever encountered a manipulative person? Someone who tried to have you do something for them? Rather it be listening or physically doing something? Along my journey, I have encountered many people who have tried to manipulate me, and we will not let them succeed. There are ways that we can go about these situations when we encounter them to know that these things don't serve us. They're not on our plate. We can scoop them off. They try to throw trash in our backyards because our backyard's like our personality. We want to have our gated boundary. And when we have our gated boundaries, we can express our love for our personalities by taking care of ourselves, like our garden, in our backyard, watering our tree. So when someone throws garbage over our boundary, tries to get into our boundaries, we need to push them out. But how do we change a manipulative conversation into a regular conversation? Someone trying to do something, someone trying to get you to do something, someone trying to get you to say something, and turning that around, giving yourself the power. There are ways that we can go about this. Like I said, there are many people I've encountered who have tried to do things, to get me to do things, to get me to say things. And we're not having it. We're saying no. We have the right to say no, because we came here to be ourselves. We did not come here to do things that other people want us to do. So the first thing is to evaluate the situation, the conversation that you're in, and listen, really listen. Listen to them, because we need to understand what they're trying to say, what they're trying to get us to do. That is crucial, because then we can dissect the situation. We can look closer with our magnifying glass, and we can say, well, during this situation, as I'm listening, I'm also learning. We need to understand what they're trying to say, and how we do that is by listening. And when we evaluate and listen, this gives them something that they want, to be heard. Overall, they want to be heard. But it's not just for them, because it's about you. You need to listen to understand, to comprehend what they're trying to have you do, what they're trying to have you say, and what they want truly, overall. And it helps you understand them and their tendencies. So as we go through all of these things, we are grabbing different keys of understanding the behavior and the thought process of what they are really trying to express. Good day. We are here by the tree of life. We got the birds chirping, the wind waving in, the sun beaming down, kissing us on the cheek. And we're obviously by the tree of life, as always. So I wanted to thank you for joining me today on this experience. So shout out to you guys, because as we dive right into the second key, which is to maintain your perspective, we are all learning every single day. We can learn things from ignorant people, from very smart people. There is nobody I can ever think of that I can't learn from, because everyone is on their own journeys, and we can understand their expressions, what they're trying to say, what they're trying to do. But particularly with the manipulative type of people, we need to maintain our perspectives when we're in a situation where we're talking to them. Because if you feel confused about what your position is in that moment, you have 100% ability to ask for more time to think about what they are trying to say. You do not need to reply right then. It's true. You do not need to reply right then. The wind has spoken. That's awesome. So, when we listen and we understand what they're trying to say, and even if we don't understand what they're trying to say, we can ask for more time. And as we do that, getting more time, we can also dive into the third key, which is to think back in your memories and validate what is going on in the situation. As you take that step back to ground yourself, you can validate what's going on. Let them know that you understand what they're saying. Of course, once you do, because you have taken the time to listen, to understand, to maintain your perspective. And at this point, you can think, evaluate, and put together some validation of what they're trying to say, and understand by letting them know that you do understand what they are trying to say. That is possible. We can do that because, like we said before, one of the things that they really want is to be heard. So that is not relinquishing control. That is understanding a perspective. To gain more knowledge about an individual, and when you encounter other individuals, we know how to go about the situation. And that is the beauty of it. By gaining more knowledge of the experiences that you're going through. Because the law of nature is that if you give something good, that good will be returned to you threefold. It's a positivity boomerang. But there's also a negativity boomerang. If you put out something negative, threefold of negativity will come back. And it is shown. So, as we trust the process in the universe, we can let go of fear and let love guide us. Because if we are scared to fail, we can understand that fail is actually first attempt in learning. F-A-I-L. You should not be scared to fail at your first time. Because fear can guide us. But we're not saying that anymore. We're saying we're going to let love guide us today. And I believe you. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Because today we're going to let go of fear. We're going to let love guide us. Our journey is happening. And that's what they want to put upon us, the manipulative people. They want us to fear them. They want us to give them control, but we're going to say, we're going to take a step back. We're going to listen. We're going to understand our perspectives. And we're going to think and evaluate and validate those things that they've said, and then come back and say, hey, I understand what you're saying, but I'm firm on my position. And I'm going to give myself the strength instead of being scared to fail at whatever they want me to do. And I'm not going to be afraid of you because I'm an ultimate universal being. I am a extraordinary individual. And I have the ability to gain back my strength. I'm not going to give my strength to you. I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to remain in the moment and comprehend what's going on. Because I can do that. I have full right to say stop. I'm not going to allow that. But as we go through this process, the fourth, last but not least key is to elaborate on your position. When we elaborate on our position, we turn the conversation into a conversation. Because that's what we believed it was going to be. But they wanted it to be a manipulative experience. But we're not going to allow that. We're going to say, this is a conversation. You can talk, I can listen, you can listen. but I'm not going to give you my strength. I'm going to give myself confidence to be myself, because I came here to be myself. I did not come here to be what you want me to be. This is my experience. You have your own experience, which is great. Good for you. I'm glad that you have your own experience, because we are all lessons. I am a lesson to myself. I'm a lesson to my peers. My peers are a lesson to me. I am the ultimate learner. Every single day, I'm trying to understand more about who I am, my experiences, more about nature, and how people work. So understand the manipulative tendencies that they're trying to do. Ask yourself, what are they trying to have me do? What are they trying to have me say? And give yourself that confidence and that strength by tapping into your inner tranquility to remain calm in the situation instead of fighting fire with fire, because that just makes more fire. By keeping yourself calm like water, to soothe yourself down the stream, because water can either run or it can crash. It can soothingly go down the stream, or it can crash. So think about that. We can remain like water, even as Bruce Lee said, or we can fight fire with fire, which we know, we have been down that road before. We know that that's not what we want to do, but that's what they want us to do. They want us to mirror them. If they are angry, they want us to be angry, but we're going to say, no, I'm stronger than that. I'm better than that. I am responsible for my own emotions. And I can react in a calm way rather than respond how you want me to. Because we have that strength. So those are the things we need to look out for. We need to evaluate and listen. That gives us the better understanding. We can maintain our perspective, not change your perspective as they want us to. Because once we keep our perspective on the right path, we can think about those things that they're trying to say, what they want us to do, by creating some validation, saying, I understand what you're trying to say, but I'm going to elaborate more on my position, and to keep my position and my perspective, to turn this into a conversation, not a manipulative tactic for you to control me. And those are the things. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me by the tree of life, with the birds chirping, with the wind waving in, the sun beaming down, kissing us on the cheek. For being here, I thank you. Keeping this experience alive. You are a part of this. So again, shout out to you for being here with me on Calmness and Tranquility. Have a beautiful day.